Just me, myself, and I, because our friends from the Wyoming cheer team still killing it. Now back to the highlights. And they say defense wins championships, and that's certainly been true for Grand Rapids Catholic Central this season. Coming into tonight's game against South Christian, the undefeated Cougars had only allowed 21 points total in their last 5 games. Both of these teams came into tonight looking for momentum headed into the playoffs. All defense in the first, but midway through the second, scoreless until Odin Spencer is going to find Nick Schaub back of the end zone, 7-0 for the home team. We go later on in the second. South Christian would get on the board. It's the Burgess boys connection, Austin to Owen. Not related. Owen jukes out a man. He's going to take it in for the score. We were tied at 7. Next drive, next play, GRCC going to get into great field position. You know the rule of thumb. Anytime we show you special teams, something fun's going to happen. John Superson, he's going to take this one all the way out to the 30. Look at the blocking there by the special teams. Goes almost untouched. Not all the way, though, but no worries. Literally the next play. The Cougars strike again. Spencer to Schaub, the encore. Grand Rapids Catholic Central finishes off the regular season a perfect 9-0. They take this one at 24-17. Northview, the Wildcats started the year 4-0, and if you had asked us then, we would have surely bet they would be a playoff team. But they've struggled ever since, and a loss tonight could keep the Wildcats out of the postseason. So let's find out how they responded to some adversity. Northview hosted Forest Hills Northern. Second quarter, Owen Ostapo, you know the name, keeps it himself. Quarterback keeper down the middle. He is gone. 79 yards. What this kid did tonight will go down in the Forest Hills Northern record books, and they led 42-21 at that point. To the third, Huskies, they get another one. Colton Sawyer finds the edge, takes it in 49-21. Northview trying to do anything to keep its season alive. Nearing midfield, Braylon Jefferson throws it to A.J. Johnson, who's in for the score, 49-28. But more from Forest Hills Northern. It's Sawyer again. He takes this one all the way. His second touchdown in as many possessions, 56-28. And how about our man Ostapo? He had 430 yards of total offense tonight. 5 touchdowns. Here's the second one of this highlight. 49 yards. That made it 63-28. Forest Hills Northern puts up a 70 spot, taking down Northview 70-35. That's unbelievable. Great way for them to end their season. Tonight was also a winner-go-home scenario for the Hart Pirates. Our producer Matt Gard was there as Hart traveled to Central Montcalm.
Jacob, the Hornets and the Pirates both in Division 6, so if Hart wins tonight, it could very well be a playoff rematch. But first things first, let's take you to Stanton, a city that was once called Fred. It's true. Look it up. Scoring fast and furious in this one. First quarter, Zane Cooper hits Braden Peak. He's going to get in from 70 yards. Don't know if he's a Wolverine or a Spartan fan, but he sure loves the Paul Bunyan Trophy. You see it right here, 8-0 Hornets. Hart would respond quickly, though. Kyle Greiner takes the direct snap. He's going to earn this touchdown the hard way. He goes east. He goes west. Eventually, that leads him north, and he's going to get 82 yards on this play. Missed tackle there at the end. Pirates tie it at 8. Central Montcalm cheerleaders say, Jamison Johns, he's freaky fast, freaky fast, freaky fast. Hey, Jamison, I want a turkey tom with cheese to the station stat. This touchdown makes it 16-8, but Hart would respond again. Colton Rockwell takes the QB keeper. He's in. It's a tied ball game. These two teams combined for 32 points in just the first 6 minutes. To the second, Central Montcalm hands to McCoy Wernholm for the touchdown. Hornets would pull away in this one. They win 60-24, and unfortunately, the Pirates' playoff hopes walk the plank.
The 13 On Your Sidelines MVP of the Week is sponsored by Mario Flores, Van Dyke Mortgage of West Michigan.
Time to find out who's going to be this week's 13 On Your Sidelines MVP. But first, we got to reintroduce you to those nominees. Kicker Cohen Chatfield, he was the only player to score for Jenison last week. He's the only player they needed to score to beat West Ottawa 9-7. One of his 3 field goals was a 48-yarder as the time expired. Coopersville receiver Brooks Haddon put up Madden numbers, a whopping 214 yards on 7 catches and 4 tutties for the Broncos, who won their way into the playoffs, handing Big Rapids their first L of the season. Julius Hoskins has been a big reason for Godwin Heights' breakout season. Last week's 13 on your sideline game of the week, he had 202 rushing yards and 4 touchdowns as the Wolverines beat their rivals from Kellogg'sville. And at Unity Christian, Justin Phoebus ran for 100-plus yards, threw for 68 more, accounted for 4 touchdowns. Crusaders took down South Christian last week. A little TV industry secret, 13 on your side viewership is strong in Coopersville, and Broncos Nation was ready to ride or die for Brooks Haddon. He gets 57% of the more than 10,000 votes, and Brooks is live in the studio with Jacob.
Matt, and great news for me. I had Brooks on my fantasy team last week, so my team was sitting pretty. Brooks, you're in the house. You got some of your Coopersville teammates. Who did you bring with us tonight?
This is quarterback Champ Kelly, wide receiver Sam McDonald, wide receiver Owen Monti, center Caleb Ashby, and tight end Troy Dunneback.
Brooks, it's week 9. Good thing you guys are going to the playoffs because you're going to have to learn their names back here.
Yeah.
What a game for you last week. You needed it to get to the playoffs. I mean, you put up fantasy stats there. How good did that feel? What was the key for you to go out and have that performance?
It felt great. I think coach and my teammates did a great job of setting me up, and like the other team, they have to respect like all the guys over here, so it just frees me up.
You and Champ were on such a great page, and it's only gotten better throughout the season. What's been the key for you guys to get better each and every week here?
I think just like bonding with each other. I mean, we started the season off kind of slow, but as the season went on, we just kept getting closer, and that helps.
You guys have been so good down the stretch when you needed to, and props to all these guys. But did you go home that night and take a minute to think about those stats of it? Man, I mean, that's a career night.
Yeah, it felt surreal, yeah. Took like a couple minutes, just sit by myself, just soak it in, yeah.
All right, real quick, you guys going to be in the playoffs next week. What's it going to take to go on a run here?
I think just play as a team. I think we can hang with anybody in our division. I think just go out there, have fun.
All right, Brooks Haddon, your Week 8, 13 on your sidelines, MVP of the week. Broncos will be in the playoffs next week. Still to come on 13 on your sidelines tonight. It was a winner-go-home game as Fruitport faced Hopkins in OK Silver action. Plus, Holland Christian needed to win to keep its playoff hopes alive. The Maroons took on Grand Rapids Christian tonight. And be sure to check out 13 Plus for any highlights you may have missed tonight, along with an explainer on how the playoffs are mapped out from a local expert, because let me tell you, those things are confusing.